Hey, how's it going? It's your boy, Frank Hamilton, online fitness coach. You know, the man with the motto, be grinding or be nothing. All right, so I feel that today's tip has been a long time coming, and I'm going to be talking about bicep curls using dumbbells. One of the most important things to remember is that no matter what type of weight resistance you're using, the main thing to remember is that your muscles never change. You're always going to be using your body and the same muscles. Weight resistance just allows for variation of angles and different ways to keep the tension constant on the muscle that you're working. So today I'm going to go through some variations of dumbbell curls that are going to also include understanding the different grips as well. All right, so the most natural grip is going to be palms up. With this grip, we can do a neutral bicep curl to whereas we're keeping the arm and most importantly the bicep in the front of the body, where the bicep is in the frontal plane closer to the weight resistance that you're going to be using for the muscle that you're working. All right, we want to make sure that the elbow is not tucked into the side because then that's just cheating using the body to push the weight off. Another thing that we see commonly done is the rotation of the elbows or lean back of the body. That's not a bicep curl. A bicep curl is done by first engaging the primary muscle you're working, which is going to be the bicep. So you're going to squeeze that bicep first, and then we're going to have a concentric contraction where we're shortening the muscle, and that contraction is bringing the wrist up. We never want to turn the knuckles over, because what that does, it shortens your range of motion for the bicep. A couple things that are bicep killers are going to be, number one, the lean back. As soon as you lean back, you're cutting off about 5 degrees of your range of motion. Then that lean back causes a rotation of the shoulder. Here you go, still haven't used the bicep. And then we're going to, most often you see the knuckles turn up, and we're here. Haven't really done a bicep curl at all. You want to make sure that you have a stable base, your core is tight, the muscle you're working is in the front of the body, closer to the weight resistance that you're using. Contract the muscle, curl. Keep the muscle tight on the negative. That way you increase the time under tension. The longer you're working that muscle, the more beneficial it is for muscle growth and muscle strength. Now that's a palms up grip. Another common one is going to be a hammer grip or palms in. The difference with this one and the palms up is that the palms in or hammer grip is more of a neutral grip, which means you're going to work both heads of the bicep pretty much simultaneously. What that does is it's going to dictate your range of motion, especially if you're going to get the most out of the short head of that bicep. So what that means is that you see in the gym hammer curls usually done because when it's done incorrectly, it allows you to move more weight, which still really isn't a benefit. All right. So with a hammer curl, you're going to be dictated by that short head of the bicep, which means that your contraction can only go about a 90-degree angle, or maybe just a little bit more if you get more squeeze out of that bicep. Never is a hammer curl here or here or here. You're not working the bicep. A hammer curl is a neutral grip, which means you're working both muscle heads, short and long, and you're going to be dictated by the length of those muscle heads. You're going to be here. I like to hold my hand closer to the top of the dumbbell. It seems to add a bit more tension on the muscle to me. So we're here. Keep the muscle tight on the negative. All right. So with a neutral grip or a hammer curl, you can see because you're dictated more so by the length of the short head of the bicep, it's a good exercise to work the short head. So now a good exercise to work the long head of the bicep would be if you take that elbow or that bicep and turn it out. We're still going to do the palms up grip. This is called an inner bicep curl when you're going to focus on the inner bicep or the long head. Same thing, same's true. Arm in front of the body, elbow off the body, contract that muscle. And again, you're dictated by the length of the primary muscle you're using, that long head of the bicep. All right. So some things to remember. Your biceps are one of your smallest muscle groups that you can work, which means that if you're doing 40-pound bicep curls and 30-pound dumbbell chest press, you're doing something wrong because the pectorals are larger than the biceps and you should be doing more weight on a bigger muscle group than you are on a smaller muscle group. So you always want to make it make sense. Are my biceps really curling 35, 40, 45 pounds? There's nothing wrong with reducing the weight to make sure that the form is correct. Something I always tell my clients, don't do it quickly, do it correctly. No one wants to be in the gym wasting their time, so focus on what you came to the gym to do, which is to improve you. So if we're doing bicep curls, remember, palms up grip. From here, we're able to do a neutral bicep curl. We're able to do an inner bicep curl. When we turn the palms into a neutral hammer grip, we're working that short head. You're working all around the muscle heads of the biceps, giving you a fuller, stronger bicep. If you're at a point in your fitness journey where you've hit a hurdle, you've hit a roadblock, and you need some assistance, just give me a message. Or if you're ready to start, you're ready to lose some fat, you're ready to pack on some muscle, Frank Hamilton, online fitness coach. The man with the motto, be grinding or be nothing. Hey, have a great day.